Hello.
Hello, everyone.
So drag to game 1 in a rather close race. Now, time for game 2 and see who's gonna face Korek in the grand final if drag takes it, or if we have game 3.
Absolutely. It's going to be exciting. These two met in the winner's bracket. It was Goomba that knocked Dracarys down, and then it was Korek that knocked Goomba back down. So Goomba is hoping to win this, to have a shot at game 3 and a comeback for revenge. Otherwise, we're going to have a grand finals of Korek versus Dracarys.
And they just went for the race in RC, so it should start in a second here for us.
All right.
Here we go.
Absolutely.
Oh,
we have a vanilla lamp.
That's a very early lamp. I mean, Earth Fire is always good, right? Opens up. It's gonna open up a lot already. If they find dark rooms, connectors, basically.
Absolutely. Man, and you'd think that these are playing with the same controller right now. They are matching each other right at the beginning.
I mean, it's always the opening they used to do. I know for playing them a lot, and yeah, like checking that entrance out of the way, not being able to pay for the hint. Unfortunately, I don't think they will ever come back here.
That sounds right.
Just for one hint.
Yeah, Goomba pulls off a perfect flipperless skip.
Oh, already found Ganon, so having that out of the way, not saying that in the Lumberjack. I don't think Agatu is that bad, but Lumberjack could be bad. Like hunting for those Castle Tower small keys is not ideal, I would say.
Indeed. All right, got a hula hand from Goomba. Start things off. Dracarys does the same. Pretty standard moves so far.
So with no bombs, like in the game 1, they got early bombs in Link's house. With no bombs, Drag actually decides to check Sanctuary first before going to Hyrule Castle.
Meanwhile, Goomba has found a bomb. Dracarys finds Blue Mail. So the first of those progressive mail upgrades right off the bat. Seems pretty early, but definitely being a little bit friendlier as far as giving you some nice items early on. I mean, nothing's going to unlock too much.
For Krosky, for Krosky's, having mails kind of hurt you a little bit because you it's a mode where you death warp a lot. You death warp a lot, so having a blue mail kind of makes it slow.
Yeah, I can see that.
Until you have a mirror.
Dracarys finds bombs on the tree. That's going to solve a lot of problems for them moving forward.
So that's kind of throwing me off a bit because like with V31, the Dragonite sprite changed a little bit, and its color actually changing, and that was actually kind of confusing for me.
Oh, bush crabs dropping red rupees. So we probably won't have a ton of money problems.
I mean, if they have to go for Zora again, that's not going to be bad, right? I mean,
exactly.
Goomba lost sometime by farming those rupees he didn't know about the triple in the first game.
Yeah.
So
let's say back of Skullwoods, or not Skullwoods, the back of Lost Woods finds the back of Desert. I mean, and see Dracarys stealing the key there.
Yeah, you always take that key. I mean, it doesn't cost a lot of time. Whether or not you decide to use it, depending on where Desert is and what you're doing at that point. Like, if it's in a bad spot and you still have something on your way, you probably won't use it. But if you're ending your route and you find a dead entrance, you might just want to do the safe scum.
That makes perfect sense to me. And I believe that was Magic Bat behind Aga 1.
Yeah, Magic Bat was Agawan. They already found Ganon, so just dropping here, unfortunately for Goomba. Just gonna be the useless fairy.
Mm-hmm.
And we found also a first connector in the Fortune Teller's house. Sorry, but
Yes.
I can get you don't want to follow it. Oh, that's a very good connector. That will send you to Death
3
Mountain.
connectors in a row, is it not?
It is with this one as well. I consider that as a good
goodness.
connector.
Yes. Let's say finding Turtle Rock.
You might want to check Kakariko, but I can totally see them going back for the Old Man Rescue Cave.
Yeah, especially with that early lamp.
The good thing is Goomba found the other end of Super Bunny, so he knows. I mean, Drag's eventually gonna find it, so he's gonna be happy that he will not follow it.
Absolutely. Vanilla Well, so far, finding a small pod key and a sword. Goomba right behind.
Oh, early dam.
Indeed.
It's always nice to find the dam before you go on the South Shore to check all those entrances.
Yep. Unlike the last race, there will be no mysteries about what was in that flooded island for most of the game. They will know right away. Turtle Rock small key on the merchant. Dracarys is going to find out what this hint is.
And they have plenty of money.
Absolutely.
Let's go with oh.
Okay.
Depending on where it is, I mean, whenever it's something, you always find it without the hammer, of course. But whenever there's nothing in that cave, you have the hammer. That's how the games work, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, having a like, even though it only opens one check, it's still decent to have. Like, you don't want to go to Skullwoods 1 million times.
Yeah. Another entrance to Turtle Rock.
So, another big change of V31 in advanced logic is that you actually don't require to have an invincibility item to do laser bridge. So, it is actually in logic.
Oh, I did not realize that. And so, yeah, you definitely want to check these things. And they've already got that key as well. They don't have the big key, I believe. And right away, taking advantage of that death warping, as you mentioned earlier.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about the fill. Alright, I didn't know about it, because they asked some question, so I was like, if we wanted that fast cannon or not, so I was assuming they did some changes. But there was nothing on Laser Bridge anyway, so...
Yeah, it didn't really matter. It was all trash. Oh, big key to Thieves Town in the back of the tavern. It does seem like they're committed to cleaning out Kakariko first, as we see a small key on the library ledge.
I'm not sure how Drake is routing that Kakariko, but like... The way I see Goomba routing Kak is he wants to go back to the Old Man Rescue Cave, but there's Paradox Cave here, sure. So that's kind of throwing him hop off a bit.
All right. So Dracarys has found Uncle Well. Not well, but you know, the Uncle Drop. But yeah, I would not be surprised at all to see one or not both of these players. Oh, that's the bow.
That's very early bow. Early bow, early fire source. It could lead to a lot of things. I mean,
Absolutely. Yes, Jay Coper, in fact, Uncle is indeed unwell. I sit corrected. All right, Paradox Cave and
whoa.
Pod. Take your pick.
Like Goomba hasn't gone to Uncle yet, so he doesn't have the bow.
He does not.
So he might leave 2 checks here. He might come back after finding the bow though. So that's kind of close.
I think he has. Don't they have a bottle though with a potion?
No. No, they
I
don't.
know they got it. Okay. They don't have a bottle. I don't know why I thought they had a bottle.
Oh, that's actually very good. Like the big of Eastern Palace when you have a bow and a lamp. I mean,
and the lamp, yeah. And
I don't know if
Thieves Town.
Since the advanced logic is not applied, I guess for entrance, that lamp is actually required to get to.
Oh goodness! Goomba just found the big key to Turtle Rock. I apologize. That was.
Oh, good. But yeah. Oh, that's quite convenient.
Can I say it now?
Yeah, they have a bottle now.
Okay.
But he'll use that potion. It's not a big deal, kinda. Did Paradox Cave actually lead to Death Mountain? It did, right?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, you were gonna save Old Man eventually, I guess, so that works out.
Goodness. So at this point, you just have to wonder. There's a bit of divergence. How soon will it take for some of these guys to go back to the places they missed? In particular, picking up that bow for Goomba.
Oh, so that means he will go back. So that Harry Castle key is actually in logic. Since we know the bow is available to us.
Yes.
Actually, not deciding to check the bag, even though he has a lamp and another key. I know Goomba makes that play a lot. Like if he cannot check everything, especially orphaning that big chest and harmless Hellway.
Well, it's like many of the chests in Pod, just kind of a one-off, and so it's understandable you skip it every once in a while.
Okay, so Goomba not going for the bow right now. It's not gonna hurt him a lot, but still gonna be something. Starting to sequence work a bit with that big key to TR.
Yeah. And considering the amount of Turtle Rock items they've already received, I can understand making this play.
So we have Old Man saving quit point in the Dark World. Both of the ends are in the Dark World. Not a lot you can do, but that's still kind of bad.
Yeah.
For now, like especially if we get an early mirror somewhere, it could send us to do stuff because it's full in logic as well.
Yeah. Lots of bunny walks potentially in our runners' futures. Or In the case of Dracarys, a Dratini walk.
So we know about one item being behind Agatha already, but for sure we know that it's gonna be Lumberjack, if I remember correctly. There had to be one. Ew. Kind of an easy task with a bow and a sword, I guess. So
Yeah.
always checking the Agatha Tower first chest if you can. Oh, and it has a moon pearl.
Yes, absolutely pays off.
I mean, that's actually proper, like, good for them. Like, for me, for example, I would have been totally punished by that because I think I would have checked the front of the castle, and without weapons, I wouldn't be able to check that chest. But their routing made it so that they're gonna get that one.
Absolutely. And Dracarys wasted no time saving and quitting.
I can tell, yeah, it's front of the castle. Oh,
and finds ice. Can't get far. No bombos, no ice rod, or fire rod rather. No entrance. Goomba is taking the old man back and is gonna have his Dark World
it's
connectors.
On the front. It's like the front. It's like next to Uncle, so it is actually in logic. I'm talking to the chat right now.
Indeed. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that, but I saw a progressive glove up on Bumper Ledge. Gonna have to find a connector up there. Yeah, Dracarys is gonna explore Skull Woods, see what the chests up here are. Meanwhile, Goomba is exploring Death Mountain. And Goomba finds Bumper Cave. Does not have cape or any other ways to get through there.
Can you not go around to the Uncle drop? Or if it's, I guess if it's Ganon, but it's not Ganon, you cannot drop.
So far, Skullwood's not really paying off for Dracarys. And Goomba is continuing on his trek around Death Mountain.
So actually checking the...
Oh, how about a Master Sword?
Master Sword is nice, always nice. Unless you are fighting the Armor Knights, but you have a bow, so you're fine getting that Master Sword, I guess. Unfortunately for Goomba, you cannot open just as a bunny, so gonna have to leave that behind.
Yep. But hopefully very soon Goomba will be finding that Moon Pearl. I don't know. How long do you think it might be before Goomba thinks to check that first chest in Aga Tower?
Fortunately for drag, he's gonna end up near Lake Halia. Going to bomb jump here. I don't know if it's a time save. Maybe a little bit, but not that much, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's got the bombs and didn't take too much health, so might as well.
So Goomba's back in CAG, so gonna get the bow. So he'll put his Hyrule Castle Key in logic.
Yeah. Probably chuckled to himself, and like if he had not gotten that well-timed bottle of, understanding how close he was to being able to do it the correct way, anyways. Those players at this caliber probably long left those slots behind, focused on the future.
I mean, he will. He routed that pretty well, I guess. He hasn't gone to the castle. You don't really want to go to South Shore without the glove. You should check the castle for sure.
And now Dracarys is in pod, while Goomba is cleaning up the rest of Kakariko. Pod and Thieves Town are our red crystals today.
Yeah, we'll see if Drag decides to go to the back. Goomba's actually gonna show us that last paradox. I mean, he found it on that mountain, but still decided not to clear it. He was finishing Gag first.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll probably show us the last exit here. But yeah, considering I know how those two players hate Eastern Palace, having everything to clear it right now, they're kind of delighted. They have all those items.
Absolutely. And they have everything except for the entrance, I believe. So, but when they come into it, they can clear it out really quickly.
I mean, early Eastern is always something people tend to put off a little bit. I mean, like in last game, Goomba put it off while Drag actually went in, which was actually required technically. So you could get the Ice Palace big key, even though you didn't really need it because it was trash in the big chest.
Mm-hmm.
Still not going to Hyrule Castle though. Still have a drop down to check. Even though you know it's only one item, like you can't really orphan that one, I guess.
That makes sense.
Like he checked every drop. The only drops he's missing are Lumberjack and the thief hideout. The thief's hideout. So you know there's an item here.
Considering the amount of connectors they ran into early on, it seems like things are still funneling them towards, pretty specific order.
They still have some kind of Dark World access. Drag showed it to us.
Oh yeah, that's true. And with that Pearl already in play, probably be seeing more of that very soon.
Yeah, you have a lot. You have a lot of accessible right now. It's, like even the 7.2 Old Man is in logic since we have the lamp, and that puts you into the Dark World. So that's a lot of things into the Dark World already. The seed is very open right now.
Okay. Well, thank you for keeping me straight on these things. You are definitely far more the expert when it comes to logic in these games.
So another connector, not a really good one for now. When you have a flute, it is, but so far it's not. Race game. So back to CAC. So Goomba going for the back of pod this time. I mean, he was here, so kind of makes sense. He checks it now.
Yep. It has that key.
I believe Drake also decided not to check it on his first find of pod.
I believe you're correct. And so this will be our first view of what's going on in the back of pod.
I mean, in the previous game, the back pod also hurt Goomba a lot. So I can get why he's doing it right now, especially when he got sent into like next to pod basically by checking the connector near. I mean, the flute 5 spot.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. You know, you see it a lot in these races, especially when you go back to back like this. If you have something that burns you, you make sure you check it the next time. Even though the odds haven't changed, it's just a psychology thing at that point. Goomba finding that small key to Ice Palace.
Always good to have to route Ice Palace. Oh, that's big. That's actually huge. This time, Goomba getting the advantage of checking the back spot and getting his mirror.
Yes, but Goomba still does not actually have that pearl.
But
you need to put those two together.
He's going though. But that mirror is kind of deep because in logic you need 6 pod small keys to access to the mirror.
You got to be thinking we're probably going to see a lot more of those pod small keys in the near future. All right, Dracarys goes out Turtle Rock and finds himself in the shopping mall.
Hey, that's something you can clear.
Yes, it is.
Fully clear in logic.
You gotta wonder now that we know where that mirror is if this is a very clearable distraction or not.
That's the thing. Like Goomba's gonna get mirror and pearl. He's going to the dark world.
Absolutely.
You wanna be efficient in your routing. Like gonna check Old Man, I guess, since it hasn't done that.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have pearl and mirror, and that makes your routing very, very efficient.
Yeah. And now Goomba has that combo, and we are getting Dark World checks.
Oh.
Yep, he sees that progressive glove.
That's gross. And now you kind of want to follow connectors kind of aggressively because you want that glove. You want that glove.
Yes, you do.
So Hammer
Okay.
base, a cave with an item. Good hint. Oh, nice arrow.
There it is, the arrow that will strike the final blow to Ganon.
So,
though probably not for these racers.
So I was talking to Illus on race 1, and usually Goomba hates the Skullwoods play, but since he's opening his drag, I think he's just doing it. He's gonna get rewarded with Master Sword though, so not that bad. But from someone that races him a lot, definitely something he doesn't do a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you have that pearl in that mirror.
And don't have Fire Rod.
I mean, Skullwoods is nice for him, so he's gonna be able to exit and check all the chests here.
That is a good point from Jay Coper in chat. That Skullwoods play might be more tempting with Old Man.
Yeah, it is definitely tempting. But still, no big key, no Fire Rod. You still leave those two behind. Not something you want to do. I like that vanilla drop down, by the way. Like the one time you don't want it to be it has to be the connector one.
Yeah. So far, I don't think we've seen anything out of Eastern.
There wasn't something relevant. Anything relevant, I mean. Yeah. But it's in logic. You probably want to clear it if the seeds give you all the tools to just clear it. Just go, right? I mean, you can't really live it anyways.
Oh, absolutely. I fully understand the play.
What, especially when it's in shopping mall? Yeah, it was shopping mall, so no, you don't want to live it.
Yeah, not a place you go back to a lot. And we get a vanilla green pendant. That small thread of hope that something will come of this.
I mean, it's good. We haven't found Saha yet, so whenever we find him, he's just gonna give us the goods, right? So you don't have to come back ever.
Oh, hello, next door neighbor. And they got that stolen key from earlier.
Depending on what he finds here, as connectors, he might actually that could actually lead to the glove.
That's true. Yeah, the connectors are might be more valuable than anything else they find in here. Then again, with that stolen key, you never know what you're going to find. Oh, indeed.
Okay, that's a very good hint. Not having to do Spike Cave ever.
Yeah. Besides that vent, we've also got flippers on the desert torch. We have Paradox. I don't even know how to call that. The one thing that's going to be very painful for Dracarys, though, is being here without that mirror, not being able to take advantage and see what's going on in Mimic Cave entrance.
That's kind of bad for him. So I had to go out for it. You don't really want to keep that, so yeah, reset.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to think that Dracarys is not going to think much about the shopping mall at all moving forward.
Thing is, now Drac has his eye set on the Dark World. He's not going back to bot for a while. It's gonna be missing on that mirror. But then again, like with it being maybe deep, but we don't know where those pot keys are.
Hello, Hammer.
A lot, but Hammer.
Hammer and
you
half
can
magic.
you
Not
can
the least type Tave.
you can continue your route basically from if you're Goomba, you can go to the top of the castle, but deciding not to. Especially when you have a Master Sword, you can also check the top of the castle right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not sure what's going on there. I'm going to
That's the thing.
check
Like
this.
it's a connector,
Yeah.
and you know there's a glove waiting for you at the end of a connector.
Ice Palace leads to Sick Kid. Well, I mean, they do have bottles, but they certainly don't have mitts.
Oh. Okay. I guess. Something you won't have to check when you find the Turtle Rock Bridge, so not that bad, I guess.
Yeah.
But I can get why you're following that one, and nope, that's not the one you're looking for.
Not at all. Try again.
Speaking of South,
Oh,
Eastern.
so we have the other half of that puzzle.
That's if Sa has something that's kind of gonna be bad for Goomba, because that's not an easy entrance to check back until you have
Yeah.
a lot of items, unless you drop from here. But if Sa has something that could be bad for Goomba. Oh, I guess you really want to go there since you have the mirror. Yeah, Sa Mates is definitely something that would hurt Goomba a lot.
Yeah. All right, getting a stumpy check from Dracarys.
So the southwest Death Mountain Foothill Cave is a cave with two chests, so Fairy or Marshed. So another connector. I guess we follow it because we need that
Indeed.
glove.
Hookshot Cave.
Drag's gonna find his hammer. Oh, was it here? Yeah.
No hook shot, but definitely a connector.
Nope.
Oh.
But that kind of routes. That kind of is good because he was like in that house near Dark Lake Hylia, and he just got sent here by checking stuff. So kind of convenient, I would say.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Plus, immediately mirroring to take advantage of this new position and check all of these connectors.
Drag's showing us what Goomba. I don't think Goomba checked them. He just followed the connector, did he? I don't remember. Or maybe he did. Smoky to Hera. Ew.
Mm-hmm. And nothing really of note on Castle Top.
So now that you have the hammer, you just go to the pod area, or I mean, Drag doesn't have the mirror. I think pod is more attractive as a play. You don't really want to go to the castle like this.
We also still have that hint about Hammerpeg Cave, I believe, having an item.
Yeah, but like Hammerpeg is.
Oh, that's right. It's behind Mitts, right?
Still in Mitts, so.
There, we're not close to that.
We know it's nothing from Drag's perspective.
Yeah.
That Master Sword is in Skullwood, so in the Dark World, so not accessible if you're talking about that Aga logic.
Did they ever go back? I guess not, because it was not in a convenient location for that the chess game.
That's kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
See them going there. Okay, Saha only has heart, so not that bad for Goomba, I guess. I love how
Not too bad.
the thing is, the game gave you a lot of tools to clear Eastern, and I think it was empty.
Yeah, I know that you don't blame them whatsoever. Was not trying to curse them when I said it could be a giant distraction, even though that ends up being exactly what it was.
It was very empty.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they still have connectors left. Especially for Goomba, she's been chasing those connectors. I can't get that since there's a glove. Drax could probably gonna appreciate what's gonna happen here, like getting spat out of the pyramid. Exactly where you left off with your route by taking a connector. Always miss it.
Indeed. And Dracarys now checking this. Gonna find that other side of the pyramid.
So now that you have a hammer, there are more things that you can do here. There's an entrance. There's an entrance in the Village Outcast that is available. I might want to check that one.
Oh, and there's that Spike Cave, which we know has nothing.
That's 3 bombs. I mean, Drac knows. I don't think Goomba knows yet. I'm actually surprised we haven't found Hyrule Castle yet, especially when we have that small key and the lamp.
Yeah, no. It's still a decent. Yeah, I guess they're.
Thank still... just in Lost Woods. You could basically go to the Dark right now. It's in logic.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
That was Ice Rod as on Argus, which I believe we saw earlier. Someone had said that in chat, and I didn't realize that came from a hint.
Yeah, that's from Goomba. So Ice Rod is a pendant from Drag's perspective.
Yeah. Let's see here. Which also means, since Argus has that Ice Rod, looking at requiring those flippers to get into that, which is requiring the Pegasus boots in order to get those.
Yep, definitely. And we're only missing one pendant, so most likely gonna be required, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, Argus is 100% required at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, if Swamp is a pendant, you need that Ice Rod, and if TR is a pendant, that means Swamp is a crystal, so.
Yep. They just gotta think. Yeah. Still making their way south, still making their way into some of these checks that they just never got around to since things opened up pretty early on. And Mirror still continuing to just help Goomba with this routing, being very thorough checking both dark and light worlds.
Yep, wrong wall, good luck. But that could lead into Eastern. Don't know which direction he's gonna take from here. Still taking his portal, so I guess he's going back to the desert area.
Yep. Did they? I don't think either of these players actually did check to see what the flooded item was, did they?
I'm not sure. Drake did. He never went south, according to his tracker. He
Mm-hmm.
He was in the dark world, but it has no mirror. But yeah, nobody checked what the flood item is, or even that entrance. And that's a Caden.
Yeah.
And that's a GT.
That is indeed a GT.
So a few checks you can do here. I won't be surprised if he just bomb jumps his way to the Staffels room. From here,
Yeah.
like really quick check. Not going further though, that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort that it's not even worth, in my opinion. But Staffels room is definitely worth doing.
Yes, definitely. And as you called, absolutely right. Well, that part wasn't right.
Has blue made though, so he can still do it. But
Yeah, you gotta be careful
Yeah.
with 2 hearts. Oh, that blue male doesn't have to be that careful, but still.
I want it. A picky pod.
Okay.
Interesting. That's actually the thing that could send Drag back to pod. Oh, there are the boos.
Not with those.
Oh,
And that unlocks
actually
a few
not
things.
going further with the boos. Like you don't have a lot of keys. I can get why you're not doing that play, but yeah, with boots it's kind of easier to break your way into into GT and going a bit further. But Goomba deciding not to.
Yeah, well, we have enough things that they know about using those boots that I'm not terribly surprised.
GT is not even in a bad spot, so I can get why. I mean, sure, bow makes Armos Knights way easier, but keys. Let's see if Drag decides to go a bit further.
Yeah. Let's
I mean,
upgrade
you can-
straight to the red mail.
You can go further if you don't open Firebar Room. The thing, you can go all the way to the Armos Knights without opening the double Firebar Room. Oh, going back. He's going. Not taking that hard. I mean, you have a bow, so
Yeah.
Armor's Knight's gonna be an easy fight. And when you have if you know how to spin buff, to do the spin buffer for the bomb jumps, they're kind of easy. Like especially when you have to do multiple in a row. And actually open that. Oh wait, they got a small key for GT, so they can go further. But yeah, if you get a cane, you won't be able to go to the right side. If you get a cane, that's the thing.
Yep.
You're checking that one at the risk of not being able to go to the other side. But without Fire Rod, I mean, you have a lamp still to do the right side. But yeah, the flippers are in logic. Goomba doesn't know about it, but no, they're not. You still need a hook shot for that. Sorry, still need a hook shot for the boost to be in logic. That's kind of gross.
That's true. But you gotta think if that's one of the pieces of this puzzle that's just gonna unlock that series of items. Probably not gonna be too terribly long before we find that.
So small kid swamp. So technically, in order to clear swamp, you need the hook shot for that small key. So that's not bad, right?
Well, you needed the hook shot to clear swamp anyway, so yeah.
But it's good for logic. Like you're gonna fool your swamp whenever you find it. That's the thing. Because you're not going there without a hook shot. Because you know your small key is locked behind the hook shot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't like finding that here. Of course, it's good, but it's the read you're able to make by finding this one. Oh. I guess the game really doesn't want people to hear about.
Yep.
I mean, Goomba still did it in the previous seed, but yeah. Oh, small key.
In this dungeon.
So that actually works out pretty well for Goomba. Getting a small key back. So Drag going for the flippers.
Indeed.
Still not in logic since you need a hook shot, but required. Gross.
Let's see. Spiral cave. At
but
least
that could lead to a glove. That's the thing. That thing could lead to the glove.
And they've even, yeah, but he wants to check the light world side first before he takes that, since it's one way. And he's rewarded with the back of skull.
You're clearing that. You are clearing that if you him. You don't have a fire rod, but you have a lamp, so you can clear that. You have the key as well. Nope. Surprised. I mean, it's just near your house. But still,
yep, saving it for later.
Could be a potential time save or not, but yeah, it's easy to go back there. So I can get why you can skip that. If it's abandoned, then you don't have to kill it like save a minute or two.
And yet another one of those pod small keys.
Okay, not the one you were looking for. No, bidding skull doesn't bring you to the main entrance.
That was not a useful connector.
But still, having those boots, giving like I don't think Goomba went east from here, so now he's gonna be able to check Bone Crocs, King's Tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't checked what's it called again? Driver's Ledge.
Yeah. Still don't have a glove, Goomba. But yeah, not only this Bone Crocs, but King's Tomb. Powder and a heart.
So Drac showing us Zora, of course. Is it gonna be a scam today, or like previous seed, he had the Moon Pearl? Are you gonna show us something?
Oh, remembers to check Dark Sanctuary.
To find Ice
Path. Oh, hey! Zora has that hook shot.
So, boots in logic. Anything in logic back for Drac.
Yep. Also, we found that hookshot cave earlier, so that's 4 more items sitting there.
No, wait, it's still near the glove. Oh, holy.
Oh yeah, because
oh, we need the glove. I forgot about it. We need the glove because the boots are hookshot locked, so you actually need a glove.
Yep.
Yeah. Painful, especially when we know the glove where one of the glove is. These two connected. That's really good information, actually.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Goomba also found the flute.
So
Right before coming into Hera. Oh, it was in the basement of Hera. Okay.
in the first part of the basement, like the first check you do in Hera.
Makes sense. Yep.
It might still do the Hera part.
I mean, when you have the key, is it a time savings?
Yes. There are a lot of room for. If you manage to do it quickly, it still is. Oh. Ew.
Yeah, that's not fun. Still can't use that yet because they still can't get past that first room.
But yeah, I guess since you like mirror out, usually like if you don't have the small keys, you just after checking the second chest, if you have the tools to Hera, but it's faster to do it. But since you have to check the basement, I guess it's the same.
Yeah.
But that eye is big though, so not that bad.
Small key to Castle Tower. I believe that's the second one, is it not?
I'm not sure. What was the first one again?
I'm not remembering. Well, there's the big key to Hera. Oh, wait, we already knew that.
So being able to full clear Hera here, very good for Goomba. Getting rewarded with one of the medallion and a crystal. I mean,
yes, we finally have a crystal.
First crystal of the game.
Yep, just shy of an hour.
Especially where Hera is. You don't want to come back, so I can get what you full clear, I think.
Oh yeah. And just a shop at King's Tomb, so that mirror didn't give him an advantage at that point.
I mean, he still has Hera, I guess. That's the main advantage. He has an Ether, but nothing
That's true.
much. So,
but it's a crystal required.
Goomba's gonna show us the current gem here. Being able to get to the other side very quickly. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a glove, so not gonna be able to check Catfish. Oh yeah, there was that chess game that. Oh, that's the first entrance to Hyrule Castle we found.
Oh yeah.
Actually, logic as well.
See what all this is.
Actually, logic as well with the hammer. That might be the answer. Especially there are two exits here, so that might lead to a glove and put everything back in logic.
Absolutely. But he's going straight to the back, which makes sense with mirror and lamp. And the sewers key, so he can just go straight through and check those 3 back chests.
Wait. No, it wasn't game 1, it was... Wait, what was the tank again? Oh, what's game 1 that was in the last food, right? Might be. Like, I hate back-to-back games. I'm getting confused of what they found. So
well, I missed most of the first game, so I have a different problem of remembering things.
So Goomba's doing a very smart thing here. He has a flute. He's checking the hint. He's putting a portal here, so in case he gets locked out, he will be able to come back here easily.
Yeah, that is smart. Dracarys is clearing out Mire as best he can. Finds a key to Turtle Rock. And Goomba wants to go ahead and just clear out as much as possible before finding out where those connectors go. Does not want to be tempted at all by potentially finding that glove and moving on.
Smoky to Desert in Mire. Interesting. But we know it's nothing, because Drag already scummed the key.
Yep. So, nothing really there. And Dracarys checking the firelock chests. Looks like is going to check the drop-down chest. So, we've got a cutscene in our future.
I mean, it's a hint as well, so you're here, you kind of want to check it.
That's true.
So Hyrule Castle kind of empty right now, but yeah, you're checking those exits, so you
Absolutely, you're checking the exits.
you want that glove, especially when you're that close to Catfish.
Finds the floating island in...
I can get what you... I mean, you want to check the other one,
Then?
especially if it's your glove.
Yeah.
Big ice palace, a big chest of ice palace concentrate rupee. Is that what I got?
Breaking J. Cooper's heart there. And we have the tiniest, cutest shield in the
And there's
world.
the glove.
Oh, there we go.
With 2 more checks. You might want to check what's below you and go back, I guess. I mean, no, you have a saving with one old man that is really nice. So I guess you're going back to Catfish already. So the question is, now that he's gonna check Cat, I mean, he's probably gonna check Catfish. You don't leave Catfish like this. Are you also going to the dark shopping mall? Sure, Goomba, especially when you have a glove, you're doing those 2 after you check Catfish, but he's gonna leave Zora, so he's not gonna get the hook shot now. But yeah, we are kind of back in logic. Goomba isn't because he doesn't have the hook shot, but we are back in logic without glove. We have that hook shot that gives us the boots, and that gives us the flippers as well.
Absolutely. Not that Goomba has not yet actually gone to get the flippers, has had those boots for a little while now. There's still some flipper checks that we have not actually done.
Yeah, leaving Zora for now. I mean, I can get that. You don't have flippers, so you're leaving an entrance and 2 possible checks for now. But he's gonna find those flippers eventually by going to the dark shopping mall. If he doesn't die on the way, it's kind of tricky to go to, especially with those enemies that could easily kill you.
And he finds bees. Oh, but he's fake flippering. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like by bonking onto the tree, you're positioning yourself so you can easily have a fake flipper set up. And you always take that whirlpool from left to right, so you have a momentum going, so you don't get killed by the enemies.
That makes perfect sense. And now you have the dark shopping mall checks that you were just talking about.
We're gonna find desert in the shopping mall. Gonna get the
and
flippers.
Eastern.
Eastern is definitely gonna clear it. I mean, you can fully clear it. There's no way you're leaving that behind.
Absolutely.
Having boots will make. Oh, there's always a connector here.
Yeah, connector's a little bit more of a question mark at this point. Finds the C-shaped house. I still call it the dino head house personally. Looks like a dinosaur head to me. Finds a key.
GT. Interesting. Oh, not going yet, I guess.
Right. Oh, we have a trifecta of dungeon entrances at Light Shopping Mall.
But yeah, you can filter it. There's no reason not to, especially in a bad spot like this. You have a flute, but still, it's bad.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And like you said, he's going to be able to get through this much more quickly thanks to those boots, which will be good for Goomba simply because it will just be getting it over with quickly, as there's nothing at all down this path.
The mirror is in pod dark maze, yes. So Drac's gonna find the glove. Not here, but on the other entrance.
Yeah, I don't know how many of the pod small keys we found at this point. I know, a couple at least. I don't think we found them all. I would be curious to see a map of this seed's logic for getting all 6 of those keys.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need all 6 to get the mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
In logic.
And it's like, that mirror has been really good for routing for Goomba. What have we run into? Have we run into anything that's actually required mirror that though?
I'm not sure actually. So Drac with the flippers, the small key to swamp. It's showing us a little bit of swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Which we know.
Oh, that's right, Hera. Thank you. Hera required mirror. Hera was a crystal.
Yeah, that's true.
So absolutely, mirror is required for this seed.
It's not that bad though. Like he knows like Ice Water's big chest has nothing. I think it was a red ruby. That's the only thing we found in Hera. Driver's Ledge is very close to the old man's saving quit point, so I don't think it's that bad for him still.
And the main thing that's missing out is just efficiency of this routing. I'm trying to think of what dungeons we haven't seen yet.
It's kind of gross though that the seed wanted you to go near Catfish without a glove so you could find the glove.
Let's see. I don't think that we have seen Thieves Town. Have we seen Thieves Town yet?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we haven't.
Okay.
I mean, Seatown, and that's it. We found everything else. That's kind of like the only dungeon we haven't found is Thief Town, but we have the small key and the big key. That's kind of strange. But that glove's definitely gonna open a lot.
And Goomba finds that green pendant.
I mean, it opened Swamp already, so
yeah,
that's already a lot for a glove. Actually, not going to desert, but following that connector. Missing on the flip is for now, but I guess swamp is not that far from the saving code point as well. So
Yep.
the flippers would lead Goomba to hookshot. Oh, we knew that was a connector. We knew Mario was a connector, so that's the connector.
And this will be another area that Goomba will be able to take advantage of having that mirror.
I mean, having mirror and also having the glove to open checkerboard.
The back, yeah.
And actually coming out from Mario entrance and not another one. So you're clearing that area, sure.
Absolutely. Oh, finds the ice rod cave. Oh, there's that cape. It's handy. Now that we found that bumper cave earlier, I'm not sure if we saw the other half of that yet or not.
I'm not sure as well. But at this point, we're not really looking for connector. That was the main connector. The other connector that Goomba was looking for, he knew that the Mr. Mario was a connector, so found it. But yeah, at this point, Goomba needs to go to the desert because I don't see him going to Zora without flippers. I mean, he'll find that entrance eventually. I don't remember where they were. I mean, the main one was the shopping mall, but the other two I don't remember.
Yeah. Dracarys picking up Cane of Samaria in the back of Swamp.
She's already gone. That's the thing. Not sure if he's gonna float back to the shopping mall, but he already left the area. Were they? Oh yeah, one was Till Edge. I'm not sure. You try to check the other. Let me check his trackers for a bit. Convenient. Yep, they are actually Tier Edge, so he has to go back to desert.
Yep.
Hard. Go back to desert to get the flippers. So until
Dracarys about to get that ice rod, which we know from earlier is on Argus.
That's decent. He has to go back, and without the small or the big key, don't know if you'll ever go to that place.
Oh, we have found Thieves Town finally, by the way.
Yeah, it's the rock near desert. So we have all our dungeons right now. Still missing a lot of items.
Yep. Fire Rod is still missing. Is that it? That might be it. For no mode.
We still need some keys.
Some keys are definitely still missing. For item-wise, I believe Fire Rod is the last.
Yep.
That our racers are definitely still each missing key items, eluding them. Particularly that hook shot that Goomba's missing at Zora, and Dracarys is definitively missing that mirror in the back of Pod.
That's the thing. Like, he's basically missing 2 keys to fully clear Pod. Because he's gonna bomb jump anyways. He's gonna hammer jump. You have the bow, you have the big key. Not hurting him that much so far.
Not really.
It's still making his Goomba's route very efficient, but aside from Hera, I guess.
Yeah, so I think Hera's it, and probably not thinking too much about Hera, considering Hera Big Key is in Hera Basement.
No, that was last seed.
Oh, that was last seed? See, the one part I do remember. Okay.
They have Herabik, it was in GT.
It was a GT.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just edit that part out.
No, it was Ice Palace Big Key, but we know Ice Palace Big Chest is nothing, and they'll probably sequence break that.
Drac exploring this connector now.
Unfortunately, not gonna have the mirror, so won't be able to check everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Book of Medora.
that's a cross spot, but you have that small key, so it doesn't matter. But still, I don't like these on big chest.
Yeah.
The race definitely feels close. Like, Mirror hasn't unlocked anything major aside from dungeons, but those dungeons had nothing. So Drag will eventually find them.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely required, but it's not. The only thing it's blocking is your ability to win the game. Like, it's not blocking any other progression right now that we know of. Like, the only other thing I think at this point that it could potentially be blocking would be that fire rod. That's true. I was actually thinking about that earlier. There's still a lot of open questions, at least for us, as far as which are pendants versus crystals.
Become Mizumire. So are we actually missing like Desert Pig? In terms of key, in terms of major key, we actually only miss like Desert Pig. We know where Laser Bridge is, so
yeah.
Small keys.
We don't have a way into ice yet, but
yeah, but
not really missing a key.
I have to find a fire rod eventually, I guess.
Yes. Or we could find Bombos and fire rods in Ice Palace. And look at... Goomba is returning to the scene of his current lead, only to find bombs in that pod big chest.
The track doesn't know about Skullwoods, but I can see him just clearing it if he finds it. He's gonna find it now, I think.
Yep.
Just for knowledge, I guess he'll clear it. He has the lamp, so it shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, not hard at all. Meanwhile, Goomba is going to take out Helmasaur.
He's actually very kind of close. I mean, no, he doesn't have mirror, but still.
Yeah.
He doesn't know where Hera is, but he has a lot of keys. Oh wait. I'm mixing the seeds, but yeah, they have a lot of keys.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, going for the clear. I mean, it's the easiest bomb jump ever. So
I thought Ice Palace was the easiest bomb jump ever, but... Or maybe Turtle Rock, but they're all fairly easy. I don't know, I just hate this room. I'm not a big fan of
And it's kind of
the enemy set.
annoying with that equipment to kill the Gyptos. I can get that.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. They're slow. They're very predictable. But for some reason, Gyptos always give me a bit of problems. And then just when I let my guard down for just a second, Ceiling Master. I don't call it Wall Master because that's not coming from walls. And Goomba takes down Helmasaur with pretty much no problem, as you would expect for racers of this caliber.
Oh, is that desert? It is.
That's
desert.
the big key to desert. And a crystal.
Yeah. We have the major keys. Like, of course, we don't have GT big key, but at this point, do we care? Goomba's basically missing on items right now. I don't remember where the desert small was that Drac found.
Oh, we found it recently.
That's double. That's actually double information for Drac. Because he's getting a crystal and he's getting another map.
Mm-hmm.
So he will give us more knowledge about what he has to clear.
And Goomba finally activating that flute he's had for a while.
That's the thing. It doesn't unlock anything, but they know where the back of desert is, and we know that the flippers are in desert. That's why I'm saying that desert small could lead Goomba into desert.
That's true.
That's why I was looking for that desert small. But right now he's going to desert, so it's not a problem. Oh, was it desert? I mean, that shopping mall, yeah.
Yes. So Goomba's gonna pick up flippers finally. And I presume that this will definitively put him on the path to that hook shot at Zora.
I mean, he knows his boots are hookshot locked, so he has to check the stuff eventually. A lot of things are auto logic for him so far.
In a seed like this, logic is almost immaterial at a certain point. I mean, especially Dracarys. It's just trying to figure out. I guess Dracarys is more in logic, but Goomba's definitely not been in logic for most of this seed.
That's the thing. That hook shot. That now is
yeah. I need. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Exactly. That if he follow his logic, he'll eventually come across his hookshot because he knows that unlocked a lot. That was unlocking a lot.
Absolutely. So I did not mean to imply that you should ignore logic completely when you're routing, as much as you should not. You know, they're still going to break logic as much as possible if it's going to get them ahead. You just remember where stuff is. Everyone knows that at this point, though. These guys, they are top runners, some of the best in the world at playing this randomizer. They know what they're doing. Except that Goomba forgot he doesn't have mitts.
It's gonna check one check-in hookshot cave. Was it? Yeah, it was hookshot cave. He's gonna give it a try, I guess. No, not even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. He doesn't have a bugnet, so I guess he didn't do hookshot cave yet.
Got another location for our bombos or fire rod or keys.
It's in a very bad spot. Hookshot cage is like in a very bad spot. That was the one at the end. And the other end is pyramid. Is actually the crack in the pyramid. So I guess that's a reason he didn't do hookshot cave yet.
Yep. I don't think that Goomba has ever gone and actually done the Mimic Cave entrance either yet. That was in the loop for Desert.
He got spat out of it at some point. It's I don't remember what it was, but he knows what. That's nothing.
Oh, he did?
That's why he didn't take it.
Ah.
I think it was Spec Rock, if I remember correctly. He bombed it. No, what was it? I'm pretty sure he knows what's behind.
Okay, it was the other end of a connector. That makes sense.
Oh, that was hard to guess. So.
And Goomba picks up another crystal. Whereas Dracarys finally finds his book.
Alright. Fair enough. Flipper checks for Goomba. So I guess we're gonna see a hookshot for him soon that will help him a lot in his routing and in his stuff he's going to do.
Indeed. Alright, got Dracarys in a fairly standard blind fight. Whereas Goomba is taking advantage of those flippers, and he is headed towards Zora.
You are right, Alison. You might not even technically need a fire rod in that seed.
Yeah.
But you need a fire. No, ice is also dependent, so you don't even need a fire source to enter ice. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. All this time we've been talking about it, there's a chance that they're in item go mode.
That's the thing. Like, Goomba has to find Swamp though, but given his direction, he's going to find it. Oh god. So Maya's a crystal. We still don't know. We know about Desert. Oh, Goomba's gonna hit go mode in Swamp. He doesn't know it, but he's gonna hit go mode in Swamp.
Yep.
We don't need a fire rod for that seed. I mean,
of course, the seed that tells you exactly where the ice rod is from the very beginning is the one where you don't need it. Potentially.
You're checking that entrance.
Oh, not potentially. It's a...
Because we know, according to Drag Desert's a crystal. We know Maya's a crystal, so.
Yeah, so that puts everything in perspective. Turtle Rock is a pendant.
Turtle Rock is the last pendant. Goomba doesn't know yet, but...
Yes, but Goomba is in Swamp.
As soon as he finds the cane here, he will go to Desert. He will clear Desert. But you want that knowledge. Desert is really easy to clear. Wow, that's a really fast seed.
It is.
Even gonna be able to go with Meyer.
Yeah, I agree. Another sword would be nice, but I think that he will take a silverless Master Sword Ganon in order to go mode everything.
I mean, land silverless master sword kind of slow, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, where was that desert peak again?
Yep, Helmasaur. That's right. Which is probably a boon for Dracarys, simply because, well,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
really needs to get to Pod.
Exactly. The track is basically part for go mode.
Yeah.
But still needs to find Hera as well, which the mirror could. I mean, it will lead him to Hera, but he might check a lot
Hera
of things.
Is, yeah.
I don't know, top of the castle, maybe.
Probably not a ton of things left without that mirror, right?
I'm pretty sure it's expecting to get more keys so he can clear more in Pod. His 3 is kind of low. You cannot clear everything. Yeah. But at this point, I mean, you don't know, but you miss. For Drake, you're still missing a lot of items. Of course, for us, it's easy because.
Yeah.
You know, but like, no mirror, no fire rod. Not the nicest Argus, because one of the weapons that could easily defeat him, he has it himself.
Yeah. And since it seems very likely that the other weapon is locked behind some other type of logic somewhere, that fire rod, I would guess. I don't even have a clue at this point, but like.
Yeah, Goomba's going straight for desert. He wants to know if he's in go mode or not.
Yep. And the big area we haven't really been able to check thoroughly is Ice Palace. So you got to think that it's probably got. It wouldn't surprise me if you'd find Bombos out in the world and it's got Fire Rod in Ice Palace.
Oh, that's a sword.
Oh. There's one of the swords.
I don't think Goomba's gonna get it. I actually don't think Goomba's gonna get it. It's impossible.
I was about to say, I bet at least one of those swords is an Ice Palace, and so that just killed the, changed the odds on that one a bit.
I mean, that's Goomba's last crystal. That's gonna be 140.
Yeah. Yep.
Hera is Gravet's Ledge, so you need a mirror for that. So hitting the 7th crystal at 33.
Yep. He had just finished Mire right before Desert.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Mire. So yeah, 145 seems reasonable.
Oh, he has not done Mire yet? I thought he had just done...
No, it was Drag.
Okay.
And Mire is just here in the Dark World. So... Gonna be easy, I guess.
Yes.
Bat Cape. even with Master Sword, is gonna make the fight way easier. Being able to go mode it as well, like going straight for the back.
Indeed. And Dracarys seems like he's basically run out of time at this point. Like, I just don't see much of a path. The amount of items and entrances he needs to get.
I mean, as commentators, we always try to make things like, yeah, he can win, right? But at this point, it would require like 100 cannon falls, I guess.
Yeah. You can only, some of those things like.
I mean,
I've seen the NFL commentary teams in the fourth quarter when one team's up by 35. It's like, yeah, there's not really a whole lot of pretending at this point you can do.
That's unfortunate for Rug, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Game 3.
Absolutely, that's going to be amazing.
I mean,
like, go ahead.
Yeah, that last check from Goomba, I can get it. It's kind of on your way, and you have him as a sword, right? You want a sword. You want something.
Yeah, like there's 3 different items that can really help you out at this point. That'll make that fight a bit smoother. So you might as well check it while you're going. Another sword, that fire rod, or silvers. Any of those would help just a little bit at this point.
With the amount of like his collection rate is gonna be so low for cross keys.
Yeah.
He will. There's a low chance he's gonna find a sword. There's still a chance, but. Where are the pod keys, though? Like,
they've got to be out there. Along with that, whatever it is that unlocks Ice Palace. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that entrance to Ice Palace, like whatever unlocks it, is just in some corner that we just hadn't checked because it was inconvenient. And that's where we find the rest of those pod keys.
We don't even have the big key, Chrissy. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true. We do not have GT Big Key.
I was thinking about that one as well, but like, even GT Climb, like, I don't know. I don't even know what Drac has left aside from Pod. Can't even check the tablets, like.
Yeah. Oh, because the book is definitely in there.
But you need a mirror to check them.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Goomba has started his Ganon fight. For Dracarys' sake, I hope the first of 100.
He's going to Pod right now. Drag's going to Pod. Where it is. Meanwhile, Goomba is showing us some nice summer strats.
Absolutely.
Not gonna be happy about his find in Pod though.
Oh. So does that mean that Dracarys is going to find the mirror right around the time that Goomba does?
Depending on what he does, yes. But at this point, he's going to Helmasaur.
That's true.
So.
This is not going to be a short Ganon fight.
Yeah, that's kind of harsh. Like, the race decided by a mirror in Pod. But this one was even deeper than the other. I mean, you have to kill Helmasaur at some point. So you're just doing it. But it might give you something. The thing is, it's gonna give him something.
Yeah, it's going to give him that Desert Big Key, and that'll probably lead him away from Pod.
That was Silver's on the pedestal.
What?
The silvers are on pedestal.
Silvers are on pedestal. Oh, wow. Well, you weren't going to find those along the path easily. Wow. So, technically, in logic required. I mean, granted, one of the first things any racer this game learns is how to do silverless Ganon. For exactly that type of reason. But wow.
So lamp spins not ideal because if you want to triple, you need to have like a good position in the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
But still manageable.
Gotta wonder if Goomba feels like he's ahead or not. I mean, like, obviously there's no dot duns, but
at 140 on Ganon in a cross key seat, you definitely feel ahead.
that's pretty fair.
Guess Drake's gonna be really surprised because he's missing a lot still.
Oh, he's going back in. So we might get that magic moment.
When he's gonna find the mirror and Goomba's gonna be done. Not even, I don't think Goomba is probably at the end of the fight right now, so he might not even find the mirror.
Yeah. It's any close. Oh, not that close. And 141.02, I believe, Goomba has beaten Ganon. Just has to cross that bridge.
That's
141.13.
I wouldn't be surprised that's not Goomba's PB.
That'd be most people's PB in a cross keys.
Yeah, that's... Oh, really? Man, he's good. I mean, he wouldn't be top 3 if it wasn't 139. I mean, I'll ask him. I guess we're gonna get him in interviews. Let me see. And that one goes on the leaderboard. That's what he says.
Absolutely. But with that finish, Goomba 90 is going to force a Game 3. That is still to be scheduled. I realize that was a short race. Might have a conversation about today, but let's also remember the first race was not a short race, and it was right before this.
That actually was his PB. I just checked on the website. That was his PB. He's going on the leaderboard.
Congrats to Goomba 90 for that.
So,
let's see, he's in the waiting room.
hello, Goomba. GG.
Hey, GG. So that was a PB by about 6 minutes. Rando PB lol, but still.
Absolutely. Congratulations on that. Fantastically run seed. Yeah.
That was... I was absolutely astonished when Lanmo dropped the crystal. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
I was expecting to have to spend the next half an hour looking for the fire rod, but nope.
Indeed. And Dracarys has unfortunately decided to forfeit. Basically did not even get to the item that would have made him understand exactly why he was as far behind as he was.
I mean, like, the same thing happened in the previous seed. The mirror was in pod.
Yeah, and this time he got screwed by it, I take, instead of me.
Yes, so you found it quite,
Nice.
early enough. We're able to route with it. The only thing that was blocked by it, spot was Hera. But that was enough. And we still never did find out how you actually get into Ice Palace. We never saw Fire Rod or Bombos.
You know, I'm okay with that. Screw Ice Palace.
but Silvers.
I
know.
That made me laugh. Not gonna lie, that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It was quite amusing. We also had a good laugh at the Hyrule Castle loop.
Oh, the desert was nice as well.
Desert was
the
fun.
desert loop. I apologize. Yes.
That one was good. I like that.
Yes. So any other highlights for you in this seed, besides obviously the entire seed being an hour 41:13?
The hookshot placement was really, really funny, given that the flippers were hookshot locked.
Yes.
By logic.
I was kind of surprised you left GT and then you came back for it as well after getting the boost. Like,
well, I didn't want to kill the stupid style posts, so I mirrored and just went and took those enders and came back because I knew I was gonna run over there and double back for the boot spots anyway. So I figured I'll check those two entrances first, and if I randomly stumble upon a cane or silvers or something, it'll make GT a bit better. So
that makes perfect sense.
So Dracarys gonna join us. That's what he said. So just gonna wait for him to get his impressions.
Yeah. The hook shot was actually the thing that was keeping this race interesting for quite a while, because Dracarys definitively found it before you did. So for quite a while, both of you were missing a key item.
Yeah, but like, by reading logic, I guess you knew that the hookshot wouldn't be that far, right?
yeah, I mean, there was so much stuff locked behind the hookshot that I had it narrowed down to very few spots at that point. Like, it couldn't have been in Mire, it couldn't have been in Swamp. There were so many places the hookshot just couldn't be. So at that point, like, I thought about it, and I couldn't really come up with much except Green Pendant and King Zora.
And that Eastern Palace. Oh, we are joined by Dracarys. Welcome.
GG Jack on both counts.
What the fuck was that, Goomba? Did it just skip the entire game?
No, I mean I go voted Misery Mire.
You were about to find your mirror, Drag. It's in pod.
Yeah, I had the mirror at like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I never went back into pod until I had 4 keys.
I found it with just 2 and did the front 5, and then I got spat out of the race game connector, and I was like, if I don't go into pod now, I'm like literally never coming back here, so let's just do it now.
I mean, technically you're not that far, right? I mean, I'll tell you. The mirror's in pod, and Hera is on Gravis Ledge. That's what you're missing, basically.
I mean, technically not that far, but this was still like,
Yeah,
this is
but
really close.
You'll still check a lot of entrances.
Yeah, Ice Palace was not required. Fire Rod and Bombos are still lost to time. The only other thing that you don't know is that this was also Silvers on Ped Seed.
Yeah, that was a good hint. Did you find a Tempered Sword anywhere?
Yes.
I found one, yeah.
Because Master Sword Silverless with no Fire Rod, not the greatest.
Just clear more of the world.
Forehead.
Yeah, but you were going to find that mirror eventually. But behind 6 spot keys, you only have 3. Both of you have 3. Like, game.
I mean, that was the reason why I was hesitating going back to pod, because I just couldn't find any more keys.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that.
I only ever found 3, so I'm going to assume there's at least 1 or 2 in Ice Palace, and the Fire Rod is God knows where. Did you?
Yeah.
I go modded Mire, so was there anything useful in there? I assume you did that at some point.
Desert Small Key was in there, but I don't think that one mattered.
Okay. I don't know where. I have no idea what the logic wanted. But that mirror was deep.
Did you clear left this one, Jack?
I filtered one, minus big chest.
I got the cane, and at that point, I was either in go mode if land mode had a crystal, or I needed just the fire rod if land mode ended. So I did not do left side swamp.
And I don't believe we ever found the GD big key for the climb or anything like that either.
135.
That's a pretty good collection rate for cross keys.
All right, so a lot of people are excited for Game 3. I don't know when you guys are thinking about having that.
I don't want to play Game 3, dude.
I'd say I feel like 3 games in a row is probably pushing it. I know there were some people who were like, that was fast, let them go. It's like, that was their second.
I could do another. I probably will later, just not a tourney race. But I don't know, we haven't really talked about it, because we were kind of hoping it would end here. But I guess not. I don't know. Weekend, maybe? Sometime early next week, who knows?
It's becoming quite the rivalry, considering you guys also met in the winners bracket. I know I can't wait for Game 3 either.
Same.
Yeah,
I hope it's gonna be more like Game 1 than Game 2. Closer.
Yeah, so far we played 4 games and 3 of them were just lost by 10 plus minutes, so I'm not very optimistic considering Game 5.
Well, I don't know.
All right. Any final thoughts from our racers?
Pod's dumb.
I hate jet seats. That's all.
Same. Even when I'm the one jetting, I hate jet seats.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm never the one jetting.
Same, except this one apparently.
Alright, then again, congratulations to the runners, and thank you DH Storm and Lyndon Lin for commentary, and don't forget our trackers for this game, Norinato and Residador. So any other final thoughts? No, I don't think so, right?
Not really, no.
No, thanks everybody for joining us, and stay tuned for information on when Game 3 is going to come to your way.
Have a good night.
And a good day from the US.
Depending on the time zone.